All right, it's a shop day here because last time we took the Gen 3 out, we sent her a little too far. Not a ton of damage, but we've had some issues with trying to go into different drive modes, like going from just regular two-wheel drive, regular mode into sport or Baja or snow or sand mode, and it's because of the module. So here's the great thing about today's episode. I don't know that much about vehicles. Which is embarrassing because I grew up working in this shop. I mean, and when I say I don't know that much, I just don't know that much in comparison to the master. So today we're gonna go through, try to see what we can do to fix that module.
In the last episode, Ashton, dressed as Buddy the Elf, went to put it in four-wheel drive and it didn't shift. The drive mode didn't shift. He can still put it in four-wheel drive, but we all like our drive modes, right? It's all about the drive modes. So today, just gonna explain what's going on, what we found was wrong, and the issue that Ford has had with this device. So let me show you. It's right here on the driver's side frame rail of the truck.
Okay.
It's a little module. I'm gonna explain real quick
what this does.
What the module does. Computers is what drives our vehicles. The transmission, the engine, everything is controlled through a computer. This is a module that they said, hey, we want to add these drive mode features, and rather than to update the PCM in the truck and retool all that, they just slapped another module. And why Ford decided to slap this module right here is beyond me.
Computers control everything, which is why if an EMP hit, we're screwed. Or if one of these drones drops, we're screwed.
We'll call the main computer the PCM, the powertrain control module, and then the subsidiaries to that is body control module, and then other modules like this, or a brake control module, and they all talk to each other through a network. It's called a CAN bus network. Common Area Network is what CAN stands for. So this little device was added because rather than when we put it in four-wheel drive, rather than having to do 3 or 4 more things like putting the transfer case in four-wheel drive and then putting the shocks in stiff and then the exhaust in this mode, rather than make 5 different adjustments, they make a drive mode, and they have to have a module that does all of those things at once.
Okay, so basically, instead of rebuilding the whole house, we're just adding a new piece onto the house.
We're adding a new piece, and Ford decided to put this here, and I've got it upside down now because we've had a problem with this. It was 180, and we're gonna switch it around today. But
you're saying this used to be upside down, so the wires that are up here were coming straight down, so they're just straight exposed to the ground.
Wiring was going forward, so all of the rocks from the front wheel would hit that, and it actually broke 2 or 3 wires. So now the main problem has disappeared. What we're having now is periodic issues after driving through water or snow, anything with moisture, and I think obviously the connector is designed to be pointed down because now all the wires are pointed up, and so every once in a while it'll set a fault. I'll pull the connector out, plug it back in, and it works until the next time it sees moisture.
Yeah, which is what happened in our Go Cut Down the Christmas Tree episode, because it's like I couldn't get into four-wheel drive, couldn't change into any drive modes. And then all we did here is all we did was go thunk and then plug it back in and it was fine.
It's got a little dirt in it, but mostly I'm concerned about any moisture that's getting behind this cover and maybe getting behind where all the wires actually go in. So we're gonna fix that today. We're gonna turn it back around, clean that out, put it back the direction it is, and then wrap a little bit more tape and protection around the wire. So if it does get hit, it's not gonna break the wires anymore.
Kill the whole thing. Yeah, because there's nothing more useless than a Raptor off-road that you can't put in four-wheel drive. You guys didn't see this, but so when I say I'm an angry elf, it's because I had just got done cussing up a storm because it's like, what the crap? Yeah, the goal is to get this, flip this back, kind of waterproof it down here. Is there any chance that it could be something else causing the problem, or is it?
From the history of this truck and from the forums, even through Identifix, this is a common problem.
What's Identifix?
It's a service that we pay for through the shop that we can get on and type in a problem that a vehicle's having, and if people across the network that subscribe to the same...
Sounds like a Facebook group, but for actual professionals.
So, hey, there's been 30 people across the country that have had the same problem with the same module, broke the same wires, having the same issue. The manufacturers use those for common problems where during the assembly process, a wire was pinched. Well, it was pinched on 400 other F-150s, and so those things would would go on these types of forums.
So they're all technicians that are submitting these?
Yeah, not people going, is there gas in it?
Yeah.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Sweet.
Okay, let's flip it off.
Let's flip it off. That's the Alien Probe 2000.
Can't believe I found a 10 millimeter. Finding a 10 millimeter in a shop.
Miracle.
It's a miracle. Okay, let's pull this off.
And make sure to position your face directly underneath the unit while you do this.
Sorry, it's not a 10 millimeter. See, that's how long I've been out of the game. Who uses an 11 millimeter fastener? Nobody, except for Ford, right here. Okay.
Give a little air blast in there, clean it out.
I think I'm just gonna do a light wipe and then a light air blast. I don't wanna do any damage to this module, so let's do that. Just ever so lightly. Now I'm gonna do the same to the connector. There's a little
gunk in there. This is basically blowing on the 64 cartridge before putting it back in. I was gonna say you're using the longest possible hose.
That's the only one I could find. Okay, let's see. Now I'm gonna put a little dielectric in there.
Dielectric.
Dielectric is a grease, a silicone-based grease that is used in electrical connections on cars to keep weather out.
A little lubricant.
It's just a little, it's a lube, it's a water repellent, it's a water barrier, it's a stabilant. I mean, it's been called a million names. At the dealership days, you used to write up the most technical terms for a $3 bill on the
I was just gonna say, so people don't know what it is. Oh, yeah, we had to ship this in from, you don't even wanna know how long it took us to get this.
We had to get some stabilant from out of town. Dielectric.
Dielectric.
All right, since it's a sealer, I'm gonna put some around the opening where the harness goes in. I wanna concentrate on keeping the water out. And on the plug here, there is a little gasket. Can you see that red kind of an O-ring around there?
Yep.
Gonna kind of make sure that gets it. Then I'm gonna plug it back together. Now I'm gonna install it the way Ford installed it. All right, this is the way
that they put it in originally.
They put it in originally, just like that. Now, if you look on this side, you can see the wires are exposed. So I've got it taped up here. It's the first thing I did, but Ford had it exposed 1.5 inches back. So there was
that whole area was exposed.
This whole area, and you could see all the wires, and they're not even covered by the cover that they. So it's just an opening where it goes in, but to have bare wires that come 1.5 inches out from the actual cover, those wires were just
exposed.
And we'll put in a picture. I realized that I'd already wrapped this whole wire, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I think that will take care of our problem with any moisture that was getting in.
We're just making it so the water isn't seeping down into it. It's splashing up into it and hopefully just dripping right off.
It took care of most of the problem, but then it started having a much more
consistent problem.
Before it was a solid problem. Now it was an extremely intermittent problem. This will take care of it, I believe. A few of you guys may think that this module has something in it that detects the attitude of the truck, whether it's pitched up or sideways for the suspension, and it doesn't. It's just a module. It doesn't have anything that centers it. When I had the SDI e-click system in this truck, a lot of people were saying, you can't mount that upside down, the box that goes here, because it has attitude detection. It didn't either. It was just a pass-through, and the new module I installed inside the truck where I think it should go. Ashton stepped out for a minute. He's a noob Raptor owner, but look how dirty this thing is underneath. Everything's dirty. It's like, man, when I wash my Raptor, I take it to the car wash and give her some love underneath, you know? I'd always call it a horse bath. You just clean underneath, the undercarriage. Look how dirty this is. Anyway, you can't just take it through a drive-through like you do your car. That's how you let your customers down, right here, every day.
This is what they mean by let her down easy. Okay, we'll see if you know what you're doing. Okay. Oh, you gotta be careful helping people on a Saturday because they could hit you with the, ever since I came in here.
Oh, the ever since. Don't get me started on the ever since.
Ever since I came in here, my engine sounds slightly different.
40 years in the automotive business tells me, like, we did a free flat repair the day we opened here, and the lady came back 20 minutes later and says, ever since you did that flat repair, the radio quit working. and I looked in there and it wasn't even wired. You could see the wires underneath. And I says, yeah, you might want to go back to whoever installed the radio. I think they wired it through the tire, but it had nothing to do with us. Anyway.
The moral of the story is don't do any good deeds, people.
All right, put it in park and let's check the drive modes.
All right.
All right, we're gonna start with
Sport.
Sport.
Okay, that works.
So
Tow haul
mode.
works.
I'm gonna go to deep snow sand.
4x4.
See, it's shifted it into 4 high.
Sweet.
We're gonna go to Baja mode.
Baja. Off-road, use only, see manual.
Yeah.
Who's doing that? Well, let me just crack open the manual. What does it say?
Yeah, see manual.
Every time. Hold on.
That's a lot of reading. I don't know if they give manuals anymore. I think
I
it's
was
all
gonna
digital.
say, it's like,
You can take it for a rip, eh?
oh.
It won't go. Kids.
Let's just keep this. Oh, look, there's even one for you, one for me, and then this for me, and this for me. You can have that one, though. All right, we're going to give our winner a call right now. He's like,
Hi, this is Braden.
Hey, Braden, this is Ashton and Sterling with Sterling's Wild West. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. Hey, we have some bad news.
Oh,
No.
what I want to hear.
Just kidding, dude. Hey, we're calling to let you know that the Yankum Rope package, the Santa's bag, is yours.
No way, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude, we were just...
That's sick.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever used some of their stuff before, but it's freaking awesome.
I know, I'm excited for some nice soft shackles. I have some cheap Amazon ones, so it'll be good to step up my game.
That was us too, literally. Like everything that we had was borderline dangerous. And
Exactly.
dude, that's freaking awesome. Stoked to send it out, dude. It's good.
Yeah,
good
I love
Christmas
watching
gift.
you guys' Raptor stuff. I just got a Raptor, and they're so much fun.
Oh, sweet. Which Raptor do you have?
I got a Gen 2. It's a 2020.
Dude, that's awesome. I think the one that Sterling has beaten up the most was his old Gen 2, so thing's freaking awesome.
Gen 3s are sick, but, the pocketbook.
Yeah.
Open up a little bit more.
It's brutal. The wife can only handle so much. All right, dude. Well, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you out on the trails, man.
Thanks.
Okay, see ya. All right, that's Braden. He won the Yankum giveaway. That is fun. That's a fun gift. That is a fun Santa bag just in time for Christmas. Again, another huge thank you to the boys at Yankum Ropes. They're seriously awesome. I don't know if we mentioned this before, but we were able to tour their facility. They're just awesome guys making truly incredible product. Well, guys, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for following us. This has been an awesome first year for us doing Sterling's Wild West every single week. And so we hope you guys enjoy the content. We hope you guys are looking forward to some huge giveaways that we're going to be doing here in the following months. So follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we will see you on the trails. Sterling's Wild West.